Yeah, why are bacteria and fungi considered vegan, and why is it less cruel to kill a plant and eat rather than an animal?
So we'll go on a scientific perspective here. The word in science for that is known as sentience. It comes from the French word sentir, which means to be able to feel. Veganism takes into consideration the rights of beings who are sentient, meaning that they're capable of feeling. You remember those 4 things I mentioned: pain, suffering, joy, and happiness. If a being can feel suffering, there is no reason for me to not take that suffering into accountability if it's easy for me and practical for me to do so. I am not saying veganism can end suffering of all creatures on earth, because that's simply not true. For example, if a mosquito bites me, I'm killing the mosquito because I need to protect my own life and my own health at that point. But when you bring up creatures such as plants and fungi, they are insentient. They do not have the organs. They lack the organs required for one to feel and see and smell and perceive and feel in this world. A simple example would be if I kept a potted plant here in front of you and I told you, bro, this plant has kidney stones. Would you believe me?
No.
No, because to have kidney stones, you first need to have a pair of kidneys. Bro, this plant has a heart attack. Would you believe me? No, because to have a heart attack, the prerequisite is you have to have a heart. Bro, this plant can feel pain. Then I'll ask the question, okay, where is the brain? Where is the central nervous system? And where is the ocular receptors, the sonar receptors, the gustatory receptors, the tactile receptors, the olfactory receptors? If you understand that to have kidney stones, you have to have kidneys, and to feel pain and suffering and joy and happiness in this world, you need to have a brain and a nervous system connected to various receptor organs. If those are lacking in you, you don't suffer. That is why veganism takes into account the suffering of animals and human beings as well, who are sentient creatures, and not of plant, fungi, and microorganisms.
Okay, so is it scientifically proven that plants cannot think and feel?
It is impossible to prove that something does not exist. You can only prove that something does exist.
Okay.
Get my point? Like, for example, I cannot prove right now that you can make up anything in this world, right? I can say there's an invisible genie sitting in the corner over there. Can you prove the invisible genie is not there? No. If I'm saying he's there, I have to prove he's there. So if you're saying plants feel pain, the onus is on the person who's making the claim. Get the point, right? Okay. The person who's making the statement has to bring forth the evidence for that. And as of now, I'll tell you one thing though. Being in this animal rights group and involved in this movement for the past 10 years, due to such questions coming up, I have actually done far more research on plant biology than animal biology at this point. I have read so many books about plant biology and stuff, and there is not one single proper peer-reviewed scientific study published till date that proves or shows that plants feel pain or suffer. In fact, again, scientifically speaking, that can never happen for a single reason. You understand the concept of evolution, right? Mm-hmm. First of all, what is pain? Why do we feel pain? Pain is such a horrible thing. We don't like it, yet we feel it. Why? It's because in evolution, the brain recognized that in order to force this organism to survive longer, if we give them a negative feeling at a particular point of impact, this organism will know that danger is now happening around them, and therefore they can move away and try to escape. That moving away is called as locomotion, scientifically speaking. Okay. So only organisms that engage in locomotion have developed the ability to feel pain, because it makes sense. This burning building here, I can sense the smoke and the heat in my arms. I can have feet, I can now move. A being that is rooted to the ground and cannot move, if it's being hacked to death and screaming, what's the benefit? From Darwinian evolution, evolution benefits us. We gain abilities that engage and benefit our survival. In developing the ability to feel pain for a plant is not in any way positive for it. They will never gain that ability, because how does that help them survive if they can't move? Get my point? Yeah?
Yeah. But there has been research that proved that when music is put in front of plants, they grow better and all that.
Now, when you quoted this study right now, I want to ask you, did you sit and read the entire study, or did you read only the title and headline?
Only the title and headline.
Okay, fine. Thanks for being honest, first of all. Many people are not. The thing is that I too have gone through such studies myself. As I told you, being involved in this right now, I've gone through such studies. The thing is that the headline and what's in the actual document don't seem to match many times. That's because this is a new phenomenon happened in this modern world. It's called as clickbait, meaning that I will keep a sensational headline just to make you click on my article or my video just to get more views. Me being on social media, I'm very well aware of this. For example, you'll find some YouTube video saying that some politician said something very bad about another politician. But you click and see the video, nothing like that's there in there. It's something else completely. But why do they do that? It's to get you to click, because for every click you do, they get another extra view. For every view they get more money. It's for raising the engagement. The thing is that I've seen a study saying that vegans are now defeated because this new study proves that plants can scream in pain. And I clicked it. And I then read the article. And they cited in the end the study, went and clicked the study. And in the end of the study, they say, we cannot conclusively prove whether plants feel pain or not. Then why on earth put that headline? It's just to get attention. Okay. And I'm telling you again, correlation is not equal to causation. Have you heard of that statement?
Yes.
Yes. Let's take the study you said where they said nice words to one plant and bad words to another plant. The study you're mentioning, right? This plant was given like kind words, good music. This one was like we plugged a few leaves, we punched it, said negative stuff to it, and this one didn't grow. What they don't tell us is that the plant that grew, they kept it in an open room with sunlight, and they kept this plant in a dark room. Do you think now it's the negative words that made this happen, or it's the lack of sunlight that made this plant not grow?
Mostly the lack of sunlight.
It is only the lack of sunlight, my friend. It's a biological thing. I mean, you could say kind words to me and feed me healthy food, I'll still be healthy. You can say bad words to me and feed me healthy foods, I'll still be healthy. Because this is biological, not psychological.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
So, it's not true, is my point.
Okay.
Get my point?
Yeah.
Cool. Thank you so much.